Refugees and asylum seekers in Idaho will soon lose access to some governmental aid. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brian Holmes. New federal law cuts them out of several programs, starting with SNAP food benefits. So let's bring in Abby Davis. The question is, when does this change happen, Abby?
Well, President Trump's big, beautiful bill went into effect early this summer, but an Idaho Department of Health and Welfare spokesperson told me today they're still waiting for guidance from the USDA, meaning no one in Idaho has lost their benefits because of the law yet. However, the Idaho Office for Refugees says it's only a matter of time. Communications manager Holly Beach says it's not just SNAP on the chopping block. The big, beautiful bill will also stop refugees from enrolling in Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program starting in October 2026, as well as health care via the Affordable Care Act and Medicare the following year. Beach says the U.S. has a long history of welcoming refugees and helping them build a new life here. She told me it's, quote, hard to see that go away.
As you can imagine, the nature of them having to flee danger, they didn't have wealth, resources built up to bring with them to start their new life. And so these programs are really more of that initial early support for people when they are brand new in a country.
Health and Welfare isn't sure yet how many refugees the law will affect. Beach says about 500 people have resettled in Idaho in the past year, mostly coming from the Democratic Republic of Congo and Afghanistan. Beach says refugees will be able to apply for benefits once they get a green card, a process that starts after they've been in the U.S. for a year. But she told me getting that card has taken longer than usual under the Trump administration, partly because U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services paused applications for about a month this spring. I reached out to Senator Mike Crapo about the changes this afternoon. His spokesperson told me he's expressed openness to revisiting the provisions for those who are following the law, but any changes would need to incorporate the views of his colleagues and the White House. Brian?
Safe to say that the views of his colleagues in the White House when it comes to refugees, he did not clarify what that means?
He did not know. They just sent that statement.
All right. Thank you very much, Abby.